what is up, Kings? I hope all is well. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Superb week. Even if it's not going well, I hope that my positivity pushes through the camera and engulfs you with some positivity of your own. I have a great topic for you guys today, boys. This is a good one. And for the few ladies that watch this channel that are truly awakened and truly seeking some great knowledge and wisdom about their own nature, and for their kings, of course, if they want to have a flourishing relationship. Now, the topic today is not necessarily relational per se. It is going to delve into specifically female nature. And so I'm just going to delve right into it. Recently, I was watching the Whatever podcast. Fuck, they got to have me on one of these days. And this has been discussed many a times. This is not the first time that it's been discussed. And what it is women sleeping with guy A on the first night, or first date, maybe even second, while guy B has to wait a month to get in the gooey womb. And especially on these shows, Fresh and Fit, the Whatever podcast, any interpersonal, intersexual dynamics podcast, you will commonly hear the girls say, because they really have no clue. They have no idea, which is why the saying that women will tell on themselves, just give them time, they always tell on themselves, is so fucking true. And I know that in more ways than one. I've seen it being in leadership positions. Women not only tell on themselves, but they will commonly tell on others because they can't shut the fuck up. But anyways, that's maybe a different topic for a different day, and I have talked about that in other videos. But they will commonly tell on themselves as if they have no clue that it's a bad thing. They actually think it's a good thing most of the time. And they say that the guy that they made wait, oh, he's such a good guy, he was such a gentleman, and he's just fantastic. Most of the time they're not even still with the guy. And this absolutely infuriates most men, because most men are not true bad boys. Most men, the average man, tries to be a solid, stand-up, upright individual. But if it doesn't enrage them, they will be stunned about this fact and wonder how this is what it is. And so, as a guy myself who has been the guy that is guy A, and I don't say that proudly, I have definitely been a man whore in my past, and I don't say that proudly. In fact, one of these days, I'm going to have to do a video concerning, and I've touched upon it a few times, one of the main reasons I believe in God is because every single time I engaged in premarital sex, I would always feel this tremendous guilt. And it's pretty much for anything that I knew was sinful, but that's a different topic for a different day. I don't want to get this video too derailed here. But suffice it to say, me saying that, I'm not saying it proudly and to brag. The reason why men cannot understand this is because men are logical. And women are emotional, they're irrational. And so when women do something that doesn't add up, which is a lot of the fucking time, men struggle to grasp why it is what it is. Because there is no logic behind it. There's no linear, contextual, understandable thing about this. And it's not. That's the thing that you have to realize about it, is it's not logical. When women do this, it is the epitome of female nature. And what drives their actions. They are emotional creatures. This is why they can't be in positions of leadership. Okay? The reason why a girl will sleep with guy A on date 1, but make the good guy wait for a month, is because guy A stirs their emotions, stirs their innards, their attraction. And oftentimes it's totally unconscious. They're not aware of it. This is why they will so commonly tell on themselves about this, because they aren't aware of it. How ridiculous it really is that they do this. But women are emotional creatures. And so, and I've seen it not just with myself, but I've seen guys that are the biggest assholes I've ever fucking met in my life. Everybody knew it, but they still got pussy like no other. Now, you know, whether the girl really truly liked him as a person or not remains to be seen. Oftentimes not, but they still slept with him. Why? Because he was able to stir the genuine desire, the emotions in the woman, and the woman drives. She's driven by her emotions. Whereas guy B does not drive these attraction points within her. So ultimately, guys, what you have to fundamentally understand about this is women are emotional. And just because the tomfoolery of today's day and age tries to tell us otherwise vis-a-vis feminism doesn't mean that it's not so. We have plenty of science to back it up and say that this is the case. Not only do we have plenty of science, but we have years and years and years of human civilization saying so. That is why feminists do their utmost to rid the stigma of women's emotionality, or they try and say that it doesn't exist at all. They either try and get rid of the stigma, or they try and rid its existence at all. So it's a very interesting situation, to say the least. But going back to the friend I have known, I mean, I've known a lot of people like this. I've known plenty of guys. Hell, I've probably been that guy who you purposefully don't give the attention that the girl is seeking, especially if you know that she finds you attractive. Oh fuck, it's over. It's over. You do your utmost to not give off signs of genuine interest. Not all guys do this, but we've all been there. But again, I've met guys, and I don't even think I'm the worst, because as a Christian, I still do try to be a fundamentally good man. But I'm telling you guys, I have met dudes that, fuck, my half-brother was one of them, who are so... The fact that it's a woman plays zero factor in how they communicate with them. And ultimately, if I were to do a video on how to get women or how to get laid, that would be the fundamental aspect, which is you need to rid yourself of this preconception that women are some unique character, even though they're different than men. They're not, I wouldn't say they're unique, but they're different than men. Even though it's true, you have to rid yourself of it because it will cloud your ability to actually communicate in a solid manner with a woman. So I have seen this time and time again, but ultimately the topic of this video being what it is, which is how do we make sense of women sleeping with guy A on date one, yet the guy that they say they like better, who's a good guy, great guy, they fucking make them wait for a month plus. How do we square this? The other component to this is that women in their heart of hearts know that they cannot have sex like men can. But the lie that is feminism, and sorry about the lights, guys, it's getting dark out. I'm doing my best here. But the lie that is feminism convinces the modern woman that she can indeed fuck a guy or fuck many guys the same way that men can have sex with women. And time again, they find out, no, they cannot. How many times, especially guys watching this, how many times have you heard a woman say that they slept with a guy, but they regret it? And 9 times out of 10, 9 out of 9, it's because they gave it up too soon. That guy was not interested in the relationship, and that was that. I know this from experience. I cannot tell you how many girls I have been with that say that they want something cash. They want something cash. They just want to have fun and they're cool with it. They're lying. They want a relationship. Marquette Burton has talked about this many times, the saint and the sinner. Women fundamentally want a relationship. That is what they're looking for. But the feminism plays a role in this because it lies to women. And this is why feminism is so evil. It lies to women in that women are just like men as far as their sexuality. They have the same sex drive, which, you know what? Honestly, they very well might. There's new science out on that. But nonetheless, even if they do have a similar sex drive to men, which, I've heard Andrew Wilson touch upon this. I could be wrong. I just in my experience, I don't think they do. But I think the science that he's referring to is if they're not on all these hormones and they're with a guy that they genuinely like and they're in a committed relationship and they haven't slept with 20 other guys, they can have a similar sex drive. But nonetheless, even if, whether that's true or not, women fundamentally have different attraction points than men do. Are there some things that cross over and are the same for both? Perhaps. But even the things that are similar are in different order. Even the things that are similar are different in certain ways. Men, when they see a girl that is super hot, the first thing they think about is they want to fucking smash. Whereas when a girl sees a hot guy, she's not thinking about it in, oh, I just want to fucking blow this guy. They're not thinking about it that way. You might meet girls that have filthy mouths and want to make you, they want to deceive you into thinking that she is as raunchy as you are as a man. But no, they're thinking about a relationship. And so feminism is a factor in this, in that it deceives women, and a lot of women still, they remain in the trap because, unfortunately, if there's other factors present, such as they didn't have a father, they didn't have a masculine figure in their life, they've already slept with 10 homies, it becomes too late. Or they have a fast lifestyle, they have a career, it becomes too late. And that is why so many women in America, in the West, are ending up childless and marriageless. But they have stacks of bodies that if they could do it all over again, 95% of them would be, if not 99, would be gone. So, is it fucked up that women have, or is it illogical that women have this inconsistency? Of course it is. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't take it into consideration as a man, because I'm not some blue-pilled beta that thinks that. Okay, it is fucked. And it would be hard for me to rationalize as well. I don't think I could. But I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes you do, and I've done videos on this. This is where I disagree with like a Fresh and Fit or the Red Pill. Sometimes you have to be honest about your sexual marketplace value and genuinely ask yourself, can I do better? If so, how long would it take for me to do better? Is it worth it? Or is this person sufficient? And take what I have said into consideration. Is the feminist aspect, is that somewhat understandable and something that we as men can provide grace for? Like I said, I don't know that I can, because, you know, it's a hard thing to get over. It's a hard thing to get over, knowing that a girl got banged out by some other guy. And I've never had this happen to me personally, but I can see how, you know, a guy, how that would devastate him. I can even just picture it for myself. It'd be like, damn, dude, like, because men, the way that we think about it, we think logically. Okay, if you sleep with guy A on the first night, then that means that you found him more attractive, you found him more appealing, you found him that much better. That means he is 29 nights better than me, because you made me wait 29 more nights. Now, is it true? Yes and no, as is everything with women. Everything with women is a yes and a no, because of the emotionality, the inconsistencies. Women are rivers, men are the banks. The river is tumultuous, okay? It's inconsistent, it's winding, it's bending. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is one of my favorite videos I've done yet. I thought I said what I said very well. Anyways, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Sorry about the lighting, I did my best. Maybe I could have waited a little bit to record it, but fuck it. We out here, we getting the content in. Like, comment, share, and last but not least, DBAP and subscribe. DBAP, don't be a pussy will on facts or feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. I love you, kings. Stay in there. Stay doing your best. It's a tough world out there. Christ is king. See you guys next time. Peace.